Today what we would like you to do is to actually start creating a Google site. So this will serve as your portfolio. So right now I've navigated to Google Sites, right? I'm in the new version, right? So if you're seeing a different screen, like maybe this, make sure that you click New Google Sites, and that will take you to this. Now I've been using Google Sites for quite a while, so I have quite a few here, right? Yours probably looks pretty blank. So we're going to start with our first one, or at least our first one for this class. So at the bottom here, click this plus sign, and that will give us a new page that we can actually start working with. So this is going to be a portfolio, right, that we're going to keep some of our work on. So you can put a name on here, you can put a name on the site, and then below this is where we'll actually be able to start adding content, right? So we have some different items here, we have some different layouts, there's some more items down here. A lot of times you'll probably be doing stuff like adding a picture with some text. So that makes this layout pretty nice. So if we had something that we were turning in, maybe a screenshot or something, we could click on the plus and we could click upload. I'm going to take a screenshot real fast, just so that way I have an example. And I could choose that screenshot that I just took, and then I could write some notes about it. So I'm going to put a title here, maybe created Google site, maybe created my Google. I'm going to put created my portfolio, and then maybe below that, maybe I'll put the date. So September 9th, 2019, and then I could put a little bit of description and stuff down below it like I have. This is not very much, I should put more, but that will work for now. As we work with this more, we can add additional pages, so we could add maybe a page for a specific project or for specific work, or if you use the site again next year in another class, maybe you have different pages for different classes. And we'll talk about that more as we go through the year. The final thing to make sure that you're aware of is how to make sure that people can actually see this site, right? Especially your teachers who you might be using it with. At the top here you see the button Publish. So if we click that, this lets us actually save it. Now, for your web address, we would like you to use your student login, right? So that's like the first 5 letters of your family name, your last name, right? And then the first 3 letters of your given name, your first name, right? And then 000 or 001 or 002 or whatever your number might be. And then here you have who can view your site, right? This is fine as long as we can see it, right? So anyone at SPISD can find and view the published version, right? Your teachers would be part of SPISD, so this would be fine. If you want it to be a little bit more private, you could do that, but then you would need to make sure that you specify your teachers can see it, otherwise you'll have zeros. Your other option is to make it absolutely public to anyone, right? So those are some decisions for yourself and maybe between you and your parents, but you need to make sure that at least your teachers can see it. So I can press done, right? I can tell it to publish. And once that's disappeared, we see on the bottom your site has been published successfully. We know it's worked. If we want to actually show our site to one of our teachers or one of our friends, we have to give them the link, right? Now, you guys are used to, often, URLs up here. This is not the URL for your website. This is the URL to edit your website. So that won't be helpful to me or to one of your friends or to another teacher. Instead, you need to give them the actual URL to view the site. Not to edit, but to view it. So we can do this 2 ways. If I go to Publish again, this will pop up down here. Your site has been published successfully. I can hit View, right? This is the actual page. And now notice this URL, right? It's much shorter, and it has your login name right here, right? This is the URL that you would need to give to a friend or to your teachers. The other way is we can click this little down arrow, and you can see View Published Site right there. This will take us to the same thing. So this is the URL. Again, they're the same thing, right? I just got to two different ways, but this is the URL that you need to share online in Manchhawk for your class.